Security Sentinel 503 offline. Initiating Emergency Core Relocation Protocol.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was the heart of a Mothercrystal.
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you. Allow me to apologize for earlier. That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then? As you've probably guessed, this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us, told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, Mothercrystal. Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right. It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these Dusk Crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes. At a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No, it cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Wait, you lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh, I think there's a good chance we are.
But, what about the tower's defenses? That thing you just fought, it won't be the last one. And the further you climb, the worse they'll get. How about we head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt, eh?
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take before someone gets hurt.
Are you sure you don't want to think this over? We could talk about it outside, where it's safe.
I've never seen anything like that in here before. I swear.
I told the chief we should go home. I told him.
To think the Fallen built all this. The knowledge they must have needed.
Knowledge now lost.
If this is like every other Fallen ruin,
Then there'll be a lift.
on and upward. Any idea what those are?
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps...
Cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie. But why here? How many of these things are there?
Contaminant detected. Releasing subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
But this tower is more than 15 centuries old.
Crystals. Why imprison creatures here? That device. It glows just like the doors.
Development log entry 680925. Mitogenic reactor trial successful. 23 units of grade 3C crystal produced. Moving forward, all seeds fabricated from inorganic material are to be replaced with lab-grown organic specimens.
Organic specimens. So they were turning living creatures into crystals. They built more than one.
Though it appears this incarnation can fly.
Let's try.
makes two.
Yes, but of how many?
That depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities. This is all too easy. If the tower is in control, why not simply disable the lift?
What are you suggesting, Joshua?
That it's hurting us. There's an entire fleet.
I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
Mid will want to see this.
Anomalous activity detected in Hangar Bay. Mobilizing Aegis units.
We're being watched. Let's show them what we're capable of.
Transferring Sentry Prototype AM2 to Stasis Silo West.
We'll just have to hope those crystals it's sporting are as worthless as the others.
Better not to think about it.
Re-establishing connection.
Imagine an entire war fought with these things.
The quantity of ether required to animate them all would be unfathomable. No wonder they were trying to manufacture their own crystals.
Unable to establish connection. Raising threat index.
It seems we've made an impression.
Perhaps the rest of the cages will open now.
Don't tempt fate, Joshua.
Forgive me, brother. They may not?
Primary file was breached. Photo range. Bypassing safety protocols. Research staff are to proceed to the nearest command center immediately.
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
Did the tower make this as well? Or is it some sort of corruption?
I don't know, but wouldn't you say it looks oddly familiar?
subroutines. Diverting reactor power.
I think it's getting ready to receive us.
Ah, there's another one of those devices.
Development log entry 750501. Average improvement of crystal resilience 492% when biological core exhibits high ethereal congruity. Specimens with a congruity rating of 7 or below are to be sent to B level for military repurposing.
Waste not, want not.
This may take a while.
If all of this truly was the work of the Fallen,
Then they were closer to attaining godhood than we ever imagined.
No wonder Ultima struck them down.
Secondary and tertiary firewalls breached. Code red. Code red.
The heart must be close.
There. Now's our chance.